Good day, welcome to multi-net design in the continuation of our commercial building in Revit 2023. So in this particular series, we are going to start introduction to documentation of the project. And what are we going to do? By placing first the view, the plan and everything, to put them in the sheet before we continue, so that we know where it is before we start dimension, so that by the time we are doing dimension or whatsoever, we are not going to be giving too much edit to ourselves. So what we do? Check all the elevations, whether they are in right parts, in right proportion. Like this, now you remove or hide, you just hide it. You don't remove it because they are still functions. So hide this, that is fence that we created. So anywhere you see there's one thing or the other that is obstructing the whole entire view, what you need to do is to hide. Click on hide. So this is how you go around. So this one have no obstruction for now. So capture the whole, including the gatehouse and every other part. So you do the same thing here too. You hide. Now after you have done this, you need to put everything into the position of sheet of paper. Like the foundation, starting from the ground floor, second floor, like that, before we later do annotation. But let us do what? The right thing by putting them in the place, because the presentation of any drawing starts with when you are able to arrange them in the sheets where they need to be. So what we do, if you come to sheets, there is nothing, everything is empty, you can come and say new one. If you see new one, you are going to see this one. Sometimes it did not have any. You can decide to say, okay, load. So at the loading, these are the things that are available. But if you don't want them whatsoever, what you need to do is to go to Revit file library under Autodesk in your program C under Autodesk. So you click on Revit 2023. So from there you go to library or templates whatsoever that you know that's okay, it's okay by you. So you check that one and you click on English. If this one is empty, go back there and go and select family template. At the family template, you go to English as well. So now you see title block. From the title block, you choose anyone that is available for you. But for now, I don't want this one. This method is something that is tedious for me. So what do you need to do is that I want to bring another one from outside into this place. So what I do is that I click on new. So I'm going to click on new, then say family templates. So from here I'm going to choose English. English says giving me title block. I have seen title block. I'm going to select this. So I'm choosing A3 to edit. So this one I'm going to use to edit whatever I want to do. So this will create probably for me the new. So from there now I will start doing my detailing, like arranging this, the approval column, or things like that. So this one has given me the guideline of what I want to do. If I want to structure my title block and things like that. So after which I've done this one, I may decide to save as, just save something as something, save family, and just say my title block. So for permit my spelling or whatsoever, just say like that. So now you say load it into a project. So as it's in there, say cannot create whatsoever you want to create. So you go to sheet, there you say new. Under the new, you have seen it, my title has already been there. So you click open on it. So here is what you have done. So now it's not ending there. This one now gives you permission to come and edit whatsoever you want to edit. So everything is going to be done one after the other. But for now, let us put position a project inside it. So later we develop this particularly, and then everything will come to life. So now the point of which I'm making is this: every drawing, if you are doing drawing as an architect or engineer, what you need to do most is that every drawing that you are presenting must be scalable. Scalable in the sense that whatsoever you are bringing here, you will be scaled. So the same way, you are scaling in other references or in real life when you are drawing, the same way you can scale when you are doing your computer drawing. So especially in Revit, so you click and drag into this space. So that is floor level 1. At the floor level 1, now we are seeing that this building is bigger than the sheet that we have created. One thing is that instead we change the proportion, or change the scale method. So here is at the scale 1 to 100, and because it's a large size design, what we need to do is to edit the scale. Click here and say edit scale. In this scale, there are two options. You can customize your own. I decide to remove it in this way. I'm going to use 150, scale 150, to see that whether it will be of a helpful. Yes, I think this one stands directly. So now from here you click inside, double click, so that you'll be able to access the whole drawing from the sheet. Then you'll be able to crop the area that you are intentionally not needed. So you click on this crop and you drag them. So you are dragging them, they are removing the element that are not wanted. So you see it. So those elements that are not wanted, they are gone. So as you do now, you click here. So you can continue to do that, or you choose another thing to do again by dragging and more dragging, by dragging and more dragging. So that's how it is. So you drag like that and you escape. So after which you have done this, you can come here and toggle off so that the plan will be solely on the sheet like that. So from here you have gotten the floor plan. Every other thing you can hide them whether you get there. So the way you affected it here, the way you have already affected it on this main position as well. So this one is going to crop. All those ones you are not going to see them again. So at this slide level, you can now come again and create more sheets. So click here, say sheet, create another sheet. So you are using the same my title block to do whatever you want to do. So you say okay. So the new one has been created. You drag the second floor into it as well. All what you just need to just click and drag. Since you say scale 150, we use that place, and we are using the same diameter and perimeter in everything. So all you just need to click on customize and say 150. It will reduce the size, and you drag it, you double click like the way you did that time, and you crop it and crop till you are able to get what you need in your proper design. So that is how you work, and that is how it goes all through. So click there and say 30 block, you don't need it. But if you need it, you can still leave it and just readjust the line. It is possible. I'm going to show you that one in the next design. So here you toggle off your crop region fill. So this is for the another plan. So what we do here again, we create another, the third one, and which is called to 30 block. So here we're using this third one. And we're bringing it in here. So since the plan from here to the last floor almost the same thing, so I don't think we are going to continue putting it up. So I'm going to teach us how, I'm going to teach us what we write and what we put in place that to make the whole thing look very exciting. So this is the home part, and we scale it the way we did for the remaining ones. Edit and say custom 150 as we did that time. So scale down, drag it, and say what from here the crop region activate, you drag it and then what and crop all unnecessary. So the process of doing what is it called? So remove this. So now what I want to say is this particular one. This one now you can dig and drag it. but make sure you double click it so that you select it in this mode and click and you drag it. You cannot edit too much of it because why, the line is there. So from here you have this. If the line is of a big one, it's more possible for you because this is this, how will I put it now, this particular line represents handling of the whole entire box of the project plan template. The point of using it is that so that you can decide to rename this, give it its own personal name. The moment you change the name, you are going to be represented, and I'm actually telling you this case. But all this scale and everything can be put in this title side so that all this one are not going to be represented. And if you don't want the line again, there is another more options to be taken. So you say with no title with no line can be chosen, and this line will disappear, but this one will still continue to be represented. So you can do that and continue to edit whatsoever you want to edit by changing the color, changing the line width, title show, or things like that. You can decide to say okay, no, or no, whatsoever you release for yourself, just look at it and apply. So the title will disappear if you say no. The title you want to show, you can say when multiple field, you can apply it. So it depends on the way you want to do your drawing and your design. So these are the options left and the option you have, and so most other addition can be found under this family design. So things like this, you can change them, arrange them, rearrange and fix whatsoever you want to fix in this space. So you may probably touch some of them, but later just pay attention as we follow out in this series. So my own is that always remove the title because you are still going to create the title in the area that you needed it most. So this will be arranged like that in this position. So the next thing for you is to continue creating the sheet, because you are going to put all the elevation into the sheet now. So the elevation, we are starting with the front one, which is south, putting it here now. So if it's bigger, you do the same thing by changing the scale. So you do the scale to the way we did that time, 150. You must always let most of your scale be aligned and be regular and consistent all through. That is the beauty of what you are doing. So except in case that maybe you did a flat drawing and is not appealing to the eye enough, so you can decide to do in that manner. So like this one now. So since you have almost the same thing that you want to present, so you leave them in this page. So you toggle off and you have it here. So from here you can decide to change. So now the level ground need to be shown. The level ground need to be shown, and what you need to do at the level ground is that you need to cast your own separate line of action. So what do? From here you do annotate. Don't enter inside the joint to do annotate because you will crop it away from the sense of drawing. So what you need to do is from outside at this point. So you arrange that and put it. So that is the bit you don't do. Whenever you are doing a textural drawing, you must represent it with that line. So that will show that okay, the line is infinite from edge to edge of the paper. So you finish with that and you are done with your elevations for this aspect. So the labeling and everything will come back later. So at this point, you go to another sheet. The more you create sheet, the more they appear. So create the second one. Continue. You can create as many possible down so that you just be clicking and dragging. But because of the explanation, I have to bring you to this normal level for you to understand what I'm doing. So from here now you do the same thing. This one is almost like big of the same size together. So what you do here, reduce the size to 150, then remove this from title block. So for the crop aspect, I think it's okay for you, so you don't need to crop anything, just leave it that way. The next thing for you is to do the annotate detailing outside here and draw it. So you adjust it to the level and finish with that. Now another thing is that after you have done this one, you can increase the the size of these thick lines. So all you just need to do is to say override the graphics of these elements like it is now. You want it to be more bigger in the line width, so I want to use like 10. I just want it to be a bold one. So as you see it there, you toggle this on. Can you see the boldness? So if you reduce it now, that is it. So do not think that the way it appears here is going to appear in the former one. It's not going to be. So you can toggle this one on. You see that there's nothing is showing, nothing is happening. So if you want this to be shown, you do the same thing here again. So here override the elements. You can override the whole category, but let's say that any time you do drawing inside the main building, it's going to be the same thing. That's why you are using elements. So click on this and say okay. Can you see the thickness come alive? So that's how you work on it. So now you put the remaining into space, into paper space. Click OK. And click go again and double click. So here you just need to do what? Drag and drop. As moment you are dragging, you are going to be seeing this positive drop down menu. Everything you see the drop down menu, they are going to be dropping and going to be pressed for. There's an element in them. The more you put, the more. So there is general rule for here in this one is that you can only have one what is it called, one template inside one block. You can't duplicate templates in another title block. It's not possible, but you can have as many templates inside this place. What I mean is this: if you like this place, like this particular one, south, you cannot create another south in this first paper. It's not possible. Let us drag this shot and come here. See what he said. This field is already placed in there, so that one is there. But you can bring another element that has not been existing into this place, like this one. I just drag it here now. It's going to contain it, so it's not going to complain, because why? It has never been anywhere before. So that's what I'm trying to explain. So delete it, come here and come to this place, the last two knots, put it here, reduce the size, customize, let it be 150. So no title, leave it that way. So do the same thing here too. Drag this, the last one that remain here, drag it into it. So issue. So we did the scale, customize 150, remove the title. So that's what you have here. And we do you are notice that we have started. Make sure you put it there. So it's also the level grant is edge to edge of the building for the graphics purpose. So we do the same thing here as well. We do the same thing. So we drag this one to meet it at the top. Fine. So we're done with this. So now you can start to rename your sheet one after the other anywhere you want to. If you don't want this to be, you can decide to do it that way. So if you want to bring, let's say I'm bringing a sheet that is void of anything, or I want to create another empty sheet, what you need to do is to click like this. It's a title block. So as you have it here, you just need to rename it here. Say rename. I'm changing this number to 100 again, so that I want to start it from the beginning, because it's 100, and I'm renaming this one, say cover page. So click OK. Can you see? So you have this script. So these are what we demonstrate here today. This one you can decide to bring it another something. Since it's a title page again for you, you just need to draw and you delete the main template that is there. So like this, you can delete it and collect this one and say delete. It will not affect anything because it's been there already. So here you can just decide to say architectural drawing. So you take the position of the format, so you can decide to edit this one What do you need to do? Edit, and right there you duplicate. So you give it the name and you increase the scale to something larger. Let's say like 15. So I'm going to do what? Apply. Can you see? So it's bigger, and this one is what we do. So before we use this one to complete the whole template. So that's just the introduction to what? To title, block, and template, and putting in the sheets in the Revit 2023. So in the next, we're going to detail all this out. We're not going to leave you there. We detail this out. We make you to understand the first phase of presentation that does not involve dimension that you want to appeal for the first stage of presentation to your client before we now do the final one that's going to involve the working drawing and so on and so forth. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you for